And welcome back to another battle video. So the last couple of battle videos I've focused on Wailord, the deck that made such a surprise at Nationals this year, and just everyone's going crazy over it. Just what is Wailord? So in response to Wailord, this deck has come out, and this is just, I don't think I would ever have the guts to play this at a tournament, but this is such a fun deck that I really recommend everyone just to go out there and make their own version. Like I said, this is really just a fun deck. This is Bunnelby Lock, and basically it acts on the same principle as Wailord. It doesn't try and take prizes for its win condition. It tries to deck you out. Bunnelby is the Ancient Trait Bunnelby, and it lets you attack twice. Now, its first attack is Burrow, and it lets you discard a card from your opponent's deck. Its second attack, what is the second attack? Second attack is a reverse. It lets you put a card back from your discard pile into your deck. So Bunnelby, even just as a tech card, is a great way to stop Wailord because it prevents you from decking out because you're constantly putting cards back into your deck. And at the same time, you can cause your opponent to deck out. And this video I wanted to show because I really get God hands. My first hand was able to get the Bunnelby, Life Dew, and now this runs DCE because it does run. I think it's just for the Shaman in case I have a Shaman start, so I can just Sky Return it back in. It plays Life Dew, so when you're knocking out my Bunnelbys, it doesn't matter. And its second attack will let you put that Life Dew back into your deck, so you can use it again later. It also runs Cobalion to knock off special energy to slow your opponent down even more. As you can see, it plays Headringer so that your opponent has to attach more to attack you in the first place. And it runs I think it's just a 1/1 line of Slurpuff just for a little extra draw. It's Stadium, and it's more of a counter Stadium than anything, is the Stadium that increases everyone's retreat cost. It's not in a Team Aqua Pokemon. For Bunnelby, that really doesn't matter. You're usually, focusing on your Bunnelby, so you don't really need to, retreat or care about retreating. But this is a way to mess up your opponent. Not only are you taking out their Skyfield Verbank, you're taking out their Stadium, but you're increasing their retreat costs and making it more difficult for their deck to operate. So as you can see, our opponent's really not drawing well at all. Now he does have 2 dragon energy attached. So while I say he's not drawing all that well, he's still able to keep moving. However, I am, like I said, I'm just having the God hands. I was able to flip heads on the hammers to get rid of both of his double dragon energy. I think I trick shoveled and got rid of his Mega Ray. Now we're burrowing and getting rid of a Mega Turbo and something else. I kind of feel bad for him. I don't really know. There's nothing else that I really need right now. I've got 3 Bunnelbys in play. My Life Dew is in play, and he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So I think I'm just attaching an energy to the Bunnelby, and I guess I do decide to Juniper just to see if there's anything else I can absolutely do so that I don't get into a dead hand situation later on. Doesn't look like there's really anything, so I'm just going to burrow. We're going to throw out a lightning energy and a Ultra Ball. So not a huge hit for him, and at the moment it looks like he's focusing on building up a back ray since that first one, or the active one, has a Headringer on it, and that's a good play. Since this deck, I can't remember if this deck runs Team Flare cards, Team Flare Grunt. If it does, that only works on the active Pokemon. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. Look, I can put a Cobalion on the bench to knock off his special energy, but he's really not drawing a lot through his deck, and it's kind kind of hard for me to, I think he's got 34 cards left. When I'm doing this video, it's the title for this video is actually right over the number of cards in his discard pile, so it's a little hard for me to see. Now, he does play the Hydreigon, which is a great play because that gives him free retreat, so that means that it reduces your retreat cost by 2, so that's going to make it a lot easier when I have my stadium in play. And then at the same time, he puts Shadow Circle into play, not for the weakness, he's really not concerned about that, but just to get my stadium out of play so that he can be able to retreat that Rayquaza at some point, because he's kind of figured out that I'm not going to be attacking him, so I'm not doing damage to him. I don't care about prizes. So that Rayquaza is stuck right now. And there's really nowhere that he's going and nothing he can do. Looks like he's going to have to find a switch or... like I said, he's got the Hydreigon out that does reduce it a little bit. I pull into another Trick Shovel, so... Oh, we're going to get rid of another Double Dragon energy. We're going to go ahead and flip another Hammer, and we hit another Heads. And of course, I can never hit the Hammer Heads when I really, really need them, but in a match like this where I'm already so set up, I just kind of feel bad. And there it is. I know that's at least 3 for 3. I can't remember if I've played the 4th and I'm 4 for 4. This is Bunny Lock God mode. And as you can see, I've got that Lysander in hand, so if he tries to retreat that Ray, I can just drag up something else. I burrow twice in a row and discard 2 more fire energy, which just really hurts him since he, I'm getting rid of all of his energy off in other ways too. It's not looking very good for him right now. I'm trying to think if there's any way he could really come back from this. I mean, he pretty much has to get that Ray with the Head Ringer out of the way and start doing damage. He has to start taking knockouts very, very soon. Now, if he can Lysander up some Shamans so that he can, take a few extra prizes that way and only has to take out 2 Bunnelby, that would probably be what I would aim for. But at the same time, all this disruption, so he was pretty much forced to concede. He realizes that there's just nothing he can really do. He's just too far behind, and hitting all those hammer heads, it was just very unfortunate for him and very lucky for me. But like I said, this is a really fun deck. I don't need to post lists or anything. Just it's very straightforward. You just throw some bunnies with all sorts of disruption cards and you have fun with it. I think I've got one more bunny lock video that I've recorded that was pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. And hopefully we'll keep a steady stream of battle videos going.